Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It seems like the Ukrainians increased their missile attacks and it seems like they have high precision missiles at their disposal, at least according to them. This article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine and it's from today, July 21st, 2022. And the title states, Ukraine destroys 6 Russian ammo depots. Delivering 10 precise strikes via rotor and flexed-wing aircraft, Ukraine's armed forces have destroyed 6 Russian ammunition depots and a command and control outpost. So they used airplanes. Alright, that means the Russians don't have air defense, they don't have air defense. Operational Command South said in a Facebook post on July 21st. The sorties targeted Russian military compounds across Kherson and Mykolaiv Oblast in southern Ukraine. No civilians were killed. As I said, that's that parody with weird Yankovic or whatever his name is, with Rambo shooting the enemy, having some hostages, and his bullets kill only the enemies, not the hostages. Like the same here. These guys shot their rockets kill only the Russians. They don't kill any civilians, but the Russians indiscriminately kill everybody or civilians. Ukrainian artillery also inflicted significant losses on the invading Russian forces, including 111 troops and numerous armored vehicles. An enemy forward command outpost and at least 6 ammo dumps were confirmed to have been destroyed. Northwestern Black Sea remains stormy, elevating the risk of naval mine driftage, according to the message. Meanwhile, Russia's Black Sea battle group is reduced to 2 missile cruisers and 1 landing ship, the message stated. Well, I wonder where everybody went. Went the movies or something? So nevertheless, they seem to have the ability to use their planes and inflict destruction and across the enemy lines. And I wonder what the Russians are able to do in return. Back again. So it seems like the Ukrainians are perfectly capable of hitting in the southern Ukraine, where the region where it seems like the hostilities are, how should I put it, both Russia and Ukraine are hitting one another, whereas in the north it seems like the Russians are doing whatever they want, or they fulfilled whatever they had to. These guys here in the south, the Ukrainians, they want to, this is a counteroffensive they were talking about, I'm assuming, even though I could probably think that this is a pre-counteroffensive, since I didn't hear about any advances of any troops. It's just hitting with missiles and in this case with airplanes, and no sign of civilians killed. It's just pinpointed strikes. I'm wondering what Russians are able to do, but since we have this news from the Ukrainian side, I'm not able to provide information on what the Russians are able to do, or what changes are over there. But they inflicted some casualties in Mykolaiv. I know they hit that. They started in Kherson. They hit over there a few targets, and I wonder what's going on with the fleet in the Black Sea. According to the Ukrainians, there's not much over there remained to do what. Is Odessa going to be attacked? I don't think so. It seems like the Ukrainians are trying to show that they are able to defend the area, at least for now. I posted I made 2 videos with some articles talking about the Americans providing now fighter jets or they talk about. It depends what the Ukrainians want. So it's like, hey, we can provide you with those airplanes if you want them. Guess what? They probably will. And another article, it was about United States providing more long-range missile systems, HIMARS, to Ukraine. Allegedly, there will be a total of 20. Another one, it was that according to the Pentagon, that the Russians were unable to destroy one HIMARS system. So incapable, I don't understand, but nevertheless. So there's a lot of fighting over there, and as I said, I think it's going to be 2 weeks, between 1 and 2 weeks, that the next phase will be determined. The thing is, right now they're both shooting at one another. I don't see, excuse me, troops or personnel or armored vehicles or tanks advancing. Is just rockets and rockets and rockets, at least from the articles I read here. The thing is, we'll find out if that would... so we'll find out. I give it a week and a half, 2 weeks, and we find out which way it's going to go. The Russians going to lose territory, be on the defensive, and the Ukrainians on the offensive, or the Ukrainians will collapse and the Russians obviously will advance and create that buffer zone that they were talking about lately. And not only lately, they said, Lavrov said it again, but I heard this being said about a month ago, when to be more exact, was when the United States said that they will provide Ukraine with long-range missiles systems, and then the Russians said, well, if that's the case, then we have to protect our territory by creating a buffer zone. So we have to put we have to push the border, the limit, as far as we can, according to the distance those systems can cover. So if the systems cover 50 miles, we have to push it at least 50 miles from our territory or our people. If it's 100 miles, they have to put it 100 miles. So I think it's a logical fix of this situation if it occurs. As of now, the Ukrainians, I think they have only up to 50 miles distance, but they have their own going to 300 kilometers, I think, which is about 220 or something like this miles. But I suspect that the Ukrainians will use the old ones they have, their own, and they will use the American ones, and they will claim it was their own. So I don't think those rockets that they will use, like the missiles from the HIMARS, would be just used at 50 miles or 50 kilometers and that's it. I think they're going to use it past that, and if the Russians say, hey, you use that, they will say, no, we didn't, we use our own, the old ones, remember, that goes 200 miles, and how can you prove that? Nobody's going to listen to the Russians, right? So, nevertheless, this was this little article with 6 depots destroyed or something like that by Ukrainian planes. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.